343 have just dropped the first teaser on what's to come to Halo Infinite after the conclusion of the Yappening event. And they've done so in the form of a short teaser trailer titled We Are the Banished. The trailer itself really doesn't give all that much away. It zooms in on a brute standing in front of some fire before lightning flashes and it changes to a Spartan donning some new Banished themed armour, which I personally find pretty cool because despite some of the prices for the current Yappening armour being quite terrible, visually I think a lot of these Banished themed armour pieces so far have been really cool, and if we're getting even more of that, I'm not going to complain. Also, while we are on the topic of the armour itself, it does look like the Spartan is donning a new visor too, though the texture does look kinda similar to some of the ones we've seen in prior Chimera events. I would also assume that this front piece of the helmet is likely an attachment, with the helmet underneath probably looking a bit different. One of 343's community managers, Unishek, has quote retweeted the post on the Halo Twitter account as well, letting fans know that more about this upcoming operation will be shared this week. And now I want to go over the things I would like to see for this event, while also going over the things that I think are most likely. The trailer does give away that this will be an operation, so we know immediately there is likely going to be a 20 tier cosmetic pass, giving players some more Banished themed cosmetics, with presumably the Spartan armor that they show in this teaser trailer being amongst those rewards. And based on the past couple of operations, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get some form of Forge map to release alongside it, which this of course just being an educated guess based on the past couple of operations. Now it is possible that this will be our next big update, so maybe instead of a Forge map it could be one using the actual dev tools, which would be cool. With it being Banished themed, I wouldn't be surprised if we get some form of firefight game type, like how we had Gruntpocalypse. Maybe we'll get something else. My personal preference would be some form of PvP VE mode, whether that be big team battle or arena, but integrate the PvE elements into that, even if it's just something as simple as regular BTB modes. But both teams can also spawn with allied marines or even allied elites, brutes, etc. So you're fighting more than just enemy players. I think something like that would be really cool. Although at this point it would be nice to just get any form of new game mode, whether that be something like Assault or maybe VIP, since we knew that was supposed to come out a while ago but got delayed and then just never released. I think either one of those would be pretty cool. It would just be nice to have a new game mode. And I'm pretty sure Infinite has an asset for the bomb now, so I do think Assault is also a plausible option. It would also be nice to receive a vehicle-focused balance patch. We did of course have a pretty hefty weapons balance patch a few weeks ago, but the vehicles saw absolutely no love in this update, so it would be cool to see some balance changes made there. More than anything, I would love to see some form of new sandbox edition, especially since it's Banished centric. Give me something like the Spiker or the Brute Shot. I think that would be really cool. Or even that double barrel Banished shotgun that was shown in Infinite's concept art with the gravity hammer strapped onto the end. But at a minimum, it would be nice to receive some new weapon variants, akin to the very many that we had back in Halo 5. It would be cool to just get a new version of the skewer that maybe deals shock damage and can immediately EMP a vehicle upon impact. Or a variant of the rocket launcher that once its projectile has exploded, it leaves a red plasma pool akin to the Ravager's charge shot on the ground. I think adding more weapon variants would be very helpful for social play specifically, especially since weapon variants can spawn in drop pods now in big team battle and stuff, so a couple new variants definitely wouldn't go uncalled for. Of course, we really don't know anything about this upcoming operation yet other than the title, the fact that it's clearly Banished themed and we will be getting more Banished themed cosmetics, and the date it's due to release, which is currently scheduled to be the 30th of this month. But I am looking forward to 343 sharing more, and hopefully this is more than just a cosmetic update and a shop update and actually gives us some meaningful content for the multiplayer too. Of course, with the game as of late we have been getting a ton of new maps, and that is always great. It's always nice to have new maps to play on, and Corrosion should be releasing tomorrow, so at least we'll have that to try out. But I think maps themselves can only take the game so far before the gameplay itself starts to get a bit stale and repetitive. This is definitely more noticeable with something like Infinite as opposed to earlier entries, with the industry being the way it is now. There is much more competition with other titles releasing, so I don't blame fans for expecting more amongst these updates. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up there. Hopefully we do get some cool stuff announced, with some cool additions coming to the game with this Banished operation. But let me know what you all think down in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.